Hi, once again, it's Smiling Jack. Good to see all of you. All right, as soon as he hits the grass over there, we're going to invite you to go right on down to the pond. No slobbering on the Ford Tri-Motor, by the way. Yeah, I got to keep going down. That Tri-Motor, that actual aircraft there was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It's a movie star, so it won't wave back to you. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. All the way beyond that red line. And if you don't get beyond that red line, we'll get the dogs on you. He's running up that Merlin to check on the magnetos, making sure they're all firing. It's a redundant system. There's double magnetos in that system. So he's checking both systems to see if they're running right. He's doing what we call a clearing turn to make sure that the pattern is clear, checking for alligators on the runway and old dead tour guides. Or young dead tour guides, or whatever. Thank you, Betsy. There it is. Right to your toes. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Drive carefully on your way. No, I'm kidding. He's coming back. Yeah. He's going to make a sweeping turn out there, and he's going to come back down low from left to right. And it might dip a wing or two so you can get a good picture of the aircraft with your camera. This is an aircraft, as I said, which is a meld between the North American airframe and the Merlin engine. Originally, the aircraft was called the Apache when it rolled off the assembly line at North American. And they sent the Apache with a Allison V12 liquid-cooled engine, and that's called an Allison V1710. And they sent it over to Britain, and the British quickly found out that at about 17,000 feet, that doggone thing was starting to poop out. That's right, it started to lose horsepower because the Allison only had a single-stage supercharger. So the good folks from the UK, if you're from the UK, raise your hands, please. Let me see here. Yeah, all right. Yeah, the UK people were kind enough to go ahead and put a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in the aircraft, and of course that has a two-stage supercharger, so it did quite a bit better than did the Allison P-1710. And because it was the first time that it was used in combat, the British, the good folks from the UK, were able to give it its name, Mustang. And get your cameras ready, because here he comes. And there's your slight roll right there. He's going to make a large arcing turn and come back the other way. So you can get another picture if you want, or if you didn't get the one the first time. You know, it's interesting to know this has it has the ability of going 434 miles an hour at 25,000 feet. Yeah, it's quick. He doesn't. You can hear the supercharger whining, can't you? Yeah, here he comes. He's going to dip that left wing low for you. How about that? It almost seems like I'm telling him what to do, right? No, not really. Beautiful, beautiful airplane. As I said, this is a D model, and the reason it's a D, you can tell that it's a D model, is because it has a bubble canopy and it has 6 50 caliber machine guns. There's 3 in each wing. The C model, which is in the hangar, has got a Razorback canopy and 4 guns. Nice little roll for all of you. It's going to head out a little bit to the northwest and swing it around and come right towards you. So if you see those muzzles flashing, duck. And you'll also notice this particular model is painted up in the colors of Major George Preddy, Cripes Almighty Third, the highest scoring Mustang ace. You get a chance to count the number of iron crosses on the engine cowling. And here he's coming right towards you. Also, you have to know that he does not have that when he cruises by. He doesn't have it wide open. There's a restriction for that aircraft here. It's called the FAA. Yeah, everybody knows about those guys. And so he's only required, he can't go over 250 miles per hour when coming through this area. So whenever he is asked how fast he's going with that Mustang, it's always 249 miles per hour, no matter what you think he's doing. Yeah. Here he comes right here. He's going to kick it up to the vertical and do a slight roll as he goes up. Watch this. Of course, he horsed me up. He didn't do the roll, so. Yeah, you can hear that Merlin. That's a very clear day. You know, it's got those invasion stripes. Yeah, in June of 1944, they painted all the aircraft in those invasion stripes to make sure that when you're shooting at aircraft, you weren't shooting at your own. If you didn't have the invasion stripes on your airplane, you're likely to get shot down by the Allied troops. And so we've retained that. Now, our good friend Major George Preddy, as I said, was the highest scoring Mustang ace. However, the American troops got word that 2 enemy fighters were coming in low over their position. Well, it wasn't. There was 1 enemy fighter. It was a Messerschmitt 109, and he was being chased by Major George Preddy. Well, the troops missed the Messerschmitt, but guess what? They got the Mustang. And our good friend Major George Preddy lost his life on Christmas Day, 1944, because of friendly fire. And here he comes back around. I think he's coming in for a landing. I'm not sure. because he's facing.
He's got his gear down.
Yeah, he should be coming in now. Watch him. Guy's an expert pilot, two-time national aerobatic champion, second in the world. Yeah, when he gets, he gets in the cockpit, he becomes one with the airplane. He'll probably do, if you look very carefully, he'll probably drop it down in a perfect three-point landing. That is to say, the landing gear and the tail wheel all touching at the same time. By the way, this is a grass runway. There you go, here he comes. Grass runway because we have early days of flight World War I aircraft, and they don't have any tail wheels and they don't have any brakes. They have a tail skid that actually digs into the ground upon landing to slow down and eventually stop the aircraft. That's right. So we have to have grass runways. Now, I have a little treat for you. Our good friend Rosie the Riveter has a blue bag, and in the blue bag there are his children's books there, a few of them, the DVD and the CD. You're welcome to acquire them from Rosie the Riveter, and what will happen after photographs are taken, he will go into the FBO, those are the silver doors right in the middle, and he will autograph either the book, CD, or the DVD. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you want to check out that media that he demonstrated, you go see my very good friend Rosie the Riveter.